future me coming on here. Just wanted to give you guys a little heads up. So Charlotte Holdcroft actually did a review of this video. I'm actually going to place her video down in the description box below, just so you guys have a second opinion on the Yves Saint Laurent foundation. So I thought you guys would like that. And also just wanted to give her a shout out because she was actually one, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first ones to actually do this foundation about a year ago when it came out, and I don't even think they even had as many shades as it had now. But definitely go and check her out. I will link her a description for her channel down below as well as the video. But I just wanted to throw that out there before I started the video because I forgot to mention it in the video. But anyway, just wanted to come in and say that. So anyway, back to the past, Gabriel.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Gabe, and this is Gabe Loves Makeup. I hope everybody's having a super awesome day today, whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening. I hope your day was really awesome today. So today we're going to be playing with some new, hopefully some new favorites that I've got for summer. So we're going to be playing with some new Chantecaille. I have a new Chantecaille blush. I have a new Chantecaille bronzer. I have a new foundation from Yves Saint Laurent, and I also have a new Yves Saint Laurent new lipstick in a really pretty fun summer shade. And then we're also going to be playing with some more Yves Saint Laurent, and then I've got the Natasha Denona Palette. I'm going to be doing one look at it. I'm not actually doing a full review on it yet because I do want to do a full review on it, but I am going to do a look with it today. So anyway, if that interests you, or if you want to be interested, then make sure you stick around for it. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Gabe. I'm a 50-year-old makeup artist. I've been in the industry, 30 plus years, as well as being with many different types of companies. So if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. If you're one of my older subscribers, I love you, and I have to wrap my arms around you, and I do my new ones too. So I'm just saying, if you're my new ones, especially if you subscribe to my channel and you like what you see, I embrace you guys too. So anyway, I'm glad you guys are back. I love you with all my heart. And with that said, I'm just going to throw this out there really quick. I don't want to make it a big long-winded thing, but get emotional and start crying or whatever. But I do want to thank you guys so much for. I am now at 500 subscribers on YouTube. I just started right after Christmas, or a little bit right before Christmas. I think I'm almost at 90 videos. So I'm really it's a little overwhelming to me, but I want to thank you guys so much because from the bottom of my heart, I really do. It means a lot to me, and I don't know what to say, and I don't know how to say it, but I just accept other than thank you, and how much I love you guys, and and your comments and all of your love on Instagram, the ones that follow me on Instagram, and then all the comments that you guys give me here. It means a lot to me, and I just want to let you know that I just embrace you all, and you're all like my friends. So I definitely kind of I look at it like that. I don't look at it as you guys are just people that are just out there. I look at you like you are my friends, and I love it that I've got friends all over the world. It's amazing, and it's just really cool, and it's like our own little group, and I really enjoy it. So anyway, thank you, and I appreciate it. It means so much to me. So anyway, so let's get into it. We've got a lot to go through today, so I don't want to talk any more about other stuff. So let's start off with the foundation, because the foundation is going to be a little bit of how we get with foundation here. So we're going to talk at it. So I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to talk directly from here, because this way I can see what I'm doing, because if I go over here, I can't really see what I'm doing. I meant to tell you guys that. If I haven't told you before, it's like when I look over here, I can look more into the camera. It looks a little bit better. I know that it looks better because I'm facing the camera a little more, but this way I know that I can see myself on what I'm doing, because if I can't see what I'm doing, it makes me feel a little awkward. So I feel very blind. So just to let you guys know that, eventually we will get a new camera, and it won't be like this, and I'll be able to face like this all the time, and or like this all the time, and it'll look like I'm talking but this way. But for now, it is what it is, so we just have to go with it. Anyway, so we are going to start talking about the new YSL foundation. It's in the UK. It is not over here in the United States yet. So if it's something that you might be interested in, you have to go check it out on the Yves Saint Laurent UK site, or, but you can look at it on the UK site on YSL, but you can't buy it. But you can go on Selfridges and, go on their site, and you can buy it there. And it's $46 $42.50 in US dollars, and I think it's 36 pounds in UK dollars, because it's like a little thing, and then the 36, I think in UK it's pounds, but don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. But to all my UK people, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I've never been to the UK. I want to. One of these days, I hope to. Then my dream is to go to London. I would love it to just go to London, or just anywhere in the UK would be great, because I just love the whole. I've heard it's just beautiful, and I can't wait. That would be wonderful. But I don't know, so I'm just saying. But I think it's poundage. But that's it. But you guys know what I'm saying. It's 30. It's like 36, whatever. I mean, but in the US, it's $42.50 if you bought it. But just remember that if you did order it from Suffrages, that you're gonna have to pay for extra shipping and all this other stuff, so it's a little bit more. And they do have a little of a setup if you want to. It's a shipping thing where they can, if you pay for it, you can get some of it knocked off and what have you. It's a little membership or whatever. But and you can go on their site and check it out and see. But anyway, but I do not have the product with me. I did get a sample of it from a friend of mine that does have the product. And normally my shade is B60, but they actually had a sample of the BD55. So I've already tried out this foundation. I've already worn it 2 days in a row. I've already checked it out, especially with the mask on, because I've been working. So I wear a mask all day long for 8 hours or longer. And so I've been checking it out underneath a mask and everything. So I already have my thoughts on it and everything. So this is not a first time reaction to the product. I wanted to wear it a little while because I really am a big fan of the Touche Eclat and the Radiant Awakening Foundation. And then my all-time favorite is the All-in-One Glow. It is one of my favorite foundations of all, beside the Lumiere cushion. So it's definitely one of those that I would definitely, if you ever really like it, you just check it out. But we're going to compare it to that and see what they compare to, if it's really worth picking up, or is it very similar, or what have you. But we're going to find that out together. So anyway, so let's talk a little bit about the foundation and see what it's all about. So just to let you guys know, I will put pictures up here as I'm talking. I will throw up the pictures of the bottle, what it looks like, the description, and what I look for in a foundation, and my skin type, and what have you, all over here on the side, so you can see that. So that way you can kind of just follow along with me as I kind of go over it together. I do want to just say that there is ratings on this. There wasn't on the suffrages site. I said suffrages. I'm going to say suffrages, but it's suffrages. In my southern accent, I can't pronounce things very well. But anyway, you guys are used to it by now, I hope. But anyway, but it is on the YSL UK. There is a review system, and they have over 10,633 reviews on this foundation, and almost 7,400 people give it a 5-star. So it's got 4.5 overall, but it's got almost 7,400 people that really love this foundation. So, and on the actual YSL part of Selfridges, it is a big seller for them. So evidently it's a big deal over in the UK. So I was kind of like, oh, I was really impressed with it. So that's one of the things I wrote. But the bottle is really, really beautiful. Again, I'll show pictures up here. It's really, really pretty. I love the way YSL's been doing their new packaging. I kind of like it. It's a little bit better because I just got another bottle of the After Hours, which is another good foundation, and I love the way that they're doing their packaging now. Best-selling foundation is the Touche Eclat Le Teint. Is a medium breathable coverage foundation infused with illuminating light of Touche Eclat for a natural healthy glow. It offers up to 24-hour breathable coverage. It's a truly weightless feel. It's a 24-hour hydration to long-lasting flawless finish. The buildable coverage allows you to layer the product to move from medium to full coverage if you wish to do so. It includes an SPF 22 for everyday day protection. But you know me, I don't ever tell you guys to ever to get your sunscreen. Don't ever think that you're going to get enough of it from your makeup. I would make sure that you use an actual sunscreen, or you wear a higher SPF underneath it, because foundations usually sunscreen only lasts within a certain amount of time, so you definitely need that extra protection. So I wouldn't really depend on your makeup to give you your sunscreen protection. I would definitely make sure you wear a little extra. It is in a new coverable glass bottle, so the bottle is glass with the gold details on it. It leaves a natural healthy glow. It's not flawless, it's not cakey, non-sticky feel. Yeah, it comes in 30 shades. Of course, YSL has a higher concentration of fragrance in it. They always do, as I've always said. If it's a French brand, they always usually have some higher form of fragrance in their products. Chanel, Dior, Guerlain, Givenchy, a lot of them have fragrance in their product. So if you are somebody that does not like fragrance, I do not recommend this product to you. If you have aggravations or if you have problems with it, to me, I love the YSL fragrance. I love it in their skincare. I love it in all their products, because basically it's in everything. It's in their powders, it's in their blushes, it's in everything, even in their mascara. So they have fragrance in everything. So just keep that in mind. If you're somebody that's very sensitive to fragrance, this may not be a foundation for you. So we're ready to start. I've already got my Instant Glow. I did a little bit of the YSL Instant Glow Moisture Glow Primer. I did a little bit of that. I like this primer. It's not my favorite primer, but I like it. I had the blurring one time, and I did not like it at all. It was not one of my favorite. It was very silicone-y, and I did not like it at all. And the YSL, I had the spray one time too, the setting spray, and I love the way it smelled, but I just didn't like it. It felt really sticky to me, so I didn't really care for it. So there's a few YSL products that I've had in the past. I just don't have them anymore. There used to be an older one that they had that I really, really loved, but unfortunately they don't make that one anymore. But it was great. It had a little brush with it and everything. It was so awesome, and I loved the way it smelled, and it made your skin look gorgeous. But unfortunately, they don't have that one anymore, so I just did a little bit of that one. They just put it in a bottle. It's supposed to be. But anyway, I have my damp beauty blender. We're going to go in with the shade BD55. Now, I want to say that this foundation is very, very yellow. Because I have the, if for some reason, it's just like, I normally do the BD60, but again, I got this as a sample from somebody else. So it's very, very yellow, if you can see. Let me do a little bit down here so you can see it. It's very, very yellow. It's got a yellowish cast to it. So I have been playing with this, and I've also mixed it with some other foundations too. So I played with it in many different ways and forms, but we're going to do it directly on my skin. So if it looks a little weird, it's because the shade is a little yellow. So we're just going to throw that out there. So, so I have my sponge ready. I'm going to take a little bit more of my Anastasia, my Dew Me. I'm going to spray just a little dewy set. Sorry, I said Dew Me. I love that. I'm going to take a little bit in the cap, and we're just going to warm it up just a little bit, because I just take it and kind of build it up lightly. I love the smell of this. It smells so good. It does go on really, really smooth. It seems to, it gives a really beautiful appearance on the skin. Just like all the YSL foundations, because I love all of the, so far every YSL foundation that I have and that I've used, even in the past, ones that I don't even make anymore, I really, really enjoy and I really, really love. So anyway, and I'm going to be doing my eyes a little bit later, and I've already done a little bit of eye primer and stuff around my eyes, and I did a little mascara just to give my eyes a little bit of something on there so I could see. So you could kind of see my eyes a little bit. So they didn't just fade into, because I don't have any lashes, so it just helps a little bit. So anyway, because this, again, is not my first impression of this foundation. I wore it a couple of days, so I've kind of got a little bit of, already got my idea of what I want to, how I want to say it, but I wanted to kind of go on here with you guys, and I just wanted to kind of show it to you and everything, because it is a really beautiful foundation, and I was very, very curious about it, so I'm glad that I'm definitely getting to try it. But as you can see, it looks very, very smooth. It looks really beautiful. It's got a radiance to it, so it looks really, really pretty. Take up just a little bit. So you can see right here, right through here, it looks really, really smooth. Right through here, and then that's my part of my beard, so where it goes in there. And I mean, you can always like add more. Like, let me show you while I'm here up in the camera. We add a little bit more coverage to it so you can see it a little better. But see, it does give a nice, it does layer well. So if you do want to layer it, it does layer well. Let you guys see it there too. This is where I usually have, if I want a little bit more coverage, it's usually right through here, because I have that little bit of, you know, some pigmentation. I have a little bit of like, just a little bit of more redness. But it is really smooth. Oh, missed a spot. Hi, I'm up close and seeing you. What's going on? But see, it does a bit, it looks really good in your pores. It looks really good into the skin. You know, or I think so anyway. Let me get my mirror. But yeah, see, it doesn't sit in the pores. There's nothing in my pores. Again, I never get anything usually through lines or anything. I don't usually get creasing or anything like that. It looks really good on my, it just looks really good. I mean, it looks really nice on my skin. It feels really nice. So, I mean, I don't have any complaints about it, even building it up. It's very easy to build. It's not anything that if you don't, you know, if you want that really pretty flawless look, you can definitely build it up. But if you want more of a sheer, just kind of barely there look, you can do it that way too. It's very buildable, but most of the YSL foundations are buildable. You know, I think the After Hours is probably about the only one that kind of goes directly into like full coverage. But I'm gonna be honest with you, normally with the After Hours, I normally blend in, like I'll take a little bit of this all-in-one and I mix them together. And you wanna talk about the perfect foundation. It's like the perfect foundation. When you mix the After Hours and the All-in-One Glow together, it's like this long-wearing, dewy, glowy, perfect foundation. Your skin looks great. It's amazing. I'll have to do it for you guys one day. It's really, really awesome. When you mix them together, it's so awesome. Because, you know, I'm all about mixing. I love me mixing. So, I mean, so far so good. I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. And I'll let you kind of go up enough to get just a little bit more with the coverage. Just so you can see it again. Sorry, I don't have any concealer on yet, so. But, yeah, it's really, really pretty. So I'm going to take a little bit of, we're going to do a little double of concealer here. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Chanel and the Corrector Rose, because I love this. We're going to do a little brightening. And then I'm going to do a little of my Tarte Shape Tape, because I'm giving my Dior a break, because I've really been enjoying the Dior concealer, because it's just really great. But I've been really using it a lot, especially with work. I've been trying a lot of stuff at work. I can't go to work with like a full face, but I mean, but I've been going in, you know, with, you know, because we have to wear a mask and everything, but I've been going in, checking out foundations to see how they feel, like with, but so it's kind of giving me like an extra wear test. So you guys are getting wear tests now, because I'm doing it a lot at work now. Bam, instant flawlessness. Like, bitch, please. I look good, bitch. Oh, if you guys are new to my channel, usually I don't cuss much. I mean, once in a while it'll come out and I might say something, but I usually try my best not to, because I just don't, you know, most of the time I don't really feel it's the need to get really into big words and stuff, you know, because I can cuss like a sailor. I mean, I do have those moments, but you know, when I'm on camera, I try my best not to, because I know some people don't like to listen to that. And I know some channels, they really do. And I mean, that's just who they are. And I mean, most of their followers are cool with it, because they, you know, or subscribers are used to it, and they're okay with it. But I just know some people just don't like it. And so I just don't, unless I absolutely feel like it's necessary, or it just comes out by accident, like just now. I mean, then usually I don't try to. So just to let you guys know, I try not to be this over the top. And I'm not dramatic either. So I'm not really into the drama. Sometimes I wish I was, because I probably would, you know, be bigger, because everybody seems to be all into the drama, you know. Do you guys like the drama? Do you guys get into all the drama? I know that I kind of used to be a little bit more into the drama with some of the YouTubers, but I don't know, I just don't care for it more anymore. I don't really care to see all that now. I'm like, you know, give me a review and without all this shit around it, you know. I mean, I know sometimes, you know, life happens and things happen, you know, I get it. But, you know, but it's like, dang, sometimes you're just like, really? But you can definitely see how yellow this foundation looks. But it's okay. We're going to do bronzer and stuff in a minute, so it's fine. It's all good. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so we're ready to get into the Chantecaille. I'm ready. Okay, so my friend Tara Lynn, and again, I'll put a little thing here if you guys know we're friends. So if you want to check it out on her channel, this is one of her this and the blush are some of her favorite products. She uses it all the time, and I've heard her rave about it so damn much that I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to try this damn stuff out, and we're going to try it. And I see, I told you I didn't cuss much, and now I cuss. But we're going to try it. We're going to see what goes on with it. So anyway, so I've got, so we have the Radiance Gel Bronzer. Take a little bit of it. So this is what it looks like. So you can kind of see it, and then when you spread it out, it's like it's a liquid. It definitely has a little bit of red to it. It's got more redness to it, but you can definitely shear it out. So it's definitely something you can shear out. It's not something that you have to put straight on. Cosmetic brush, I'm gonna take a little bit of it because I really like this brush. I use this brush all the time. It's just one of my favorite brushes. I can't talk today, guys. I'm like, it's been a long week, so I can't really talk a lot today. It's like, it's crazy. But this will give us a little bit of that red back into my skin, so it'll take a little bit of that yellow away. But yeah, it's really pretty. Okay, it's really pretty, actually. Chantecaille. This is like actually my first Chantecaille purchase, I believe. I've never, and as many years as I've been in cosmetics, I've always seen it, and because I've always worked in all the stores and the Nordstroms and the Neiman's and the Saks, and I've always seen it. I just have never just really wanted to. I don't know. It's just something about Chantecaille I've never really been super crazy about. But Tara, she swears up and down on this particular one. So I mean, and she really loves it. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll try it out and check it out and see what I think. But it is really pretty. I mean, it does give like a really pretty, you can see the difference between this side and that side. It gives like does give a really pretty bronzy glow to the skin, and it does look very like natural. And I want to keep a little bit of my highlight under here because of the look that I'm going to do later. I'm so excited. But the eye look that I'm going to do later, I want a little bit brightness underneath. So I want it to kind of look like that. But yeah, it looks really, really pretty. So let's do the other side. $44. It's a $44 bronzer. Let me just go over it real quick because I forgot to do it. So it's a sheer fluid gel bronzer, delivers a light reflecting radiance and sculpting effect, enhances natural color with a luminous glow, and the formula contains raspberry stem cells and rich in antioxidant components. So it's 44. It's not bad for a liquid because with the liquid, you can really, it takes a long time to go through a liquid. You would have to really use the heck out of it to really, to go through it quite a bit. And it's building up really fast. So you can see it. It's giving me like a bronze pretty fast. Like I don't have to really do too much with it. Like it's doing a pretty, because I thought there for a while it wasn't going to be that much color. I thought it was going to be very, very, very natural looking, but it's very pretty. So now I've got the cheek gel, and it's a hydrating gel cream blush that combines the freshness of an emulsion and the lasting power of a stain. Sheer yet vibrant pigments adds instant color, luminosity for a youthful, radiant look. I got it in the shade Vibrant. There's a really light pink shade, and then there's a coral shade, and then there's this shade. And it's like it's kind of a little bit of a berryish kind of color. So I wanted something really, really flushy, and I really like a really good pink one sometimes. I have so many peaches that I just wanted something different. So I didn't want to do a peach, so I wanted to do something different. So I'm going to go back in with my brush again. I'm all about, me, sometimes I will definitely I love using the same brush over and over again. And I'm going to give it because the look that I'm going to go with, I want it to be very flushy, because we're going to give a very springy, fleshy look later, and that's the look that I want. Probably should have waited till after I do the lipstick, but I don't care. We'll go back and do it. But this one is supposed to stay on really well. Blushes don't stay on me well at all. Blushes usually, what happens with me is blush will eventually kind of like, they'll evaporate because my skin is so dry, it just sucks it in. And so this would be nice if I could find a really good, even cream blushes, as much as I love them. The only one that stays on me really well is the I would say Selena Gomez, but the Rare Beauty, and it's in the liquid blush, not in the newer one. And those are really pretty, but they don't last as long. But I just love these. It goes right in your skin. Like you can't really see it. It's really pretty, like a blend. Of course you can make it look like you want it to just stay, like if you want to do more of just like that, not like I did, and kind of blend it all in the skin, because I like to combine everything together. So I like to really make it look really set and everything before I do anything. But yeah, it's really pretty. So let me take a little spray. I'm going to spray it a little bit. It's the Touche Eclat 3D All Over Glow powder. We're going to take a little bit of that. And I'm going to take it with my Scott Barnes brush, and it's in the brush 67 in his big powder brush. And we're just going to swirl it in here, and I'm just going to kind of just set the makeup a little bit. So this is where I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to go in and do my brows and and a little lip color and stuff, and then and we'll be coming back, and I will have a full spring summer look, because I'm not going to go over the shadow palette with you guys. I will promise you, I will do a look with it, and we'll do some looks. This is just one of the looks that I wanted to do with it, so I could show you what the palette does. But the Natasha Denona, I want its own review on its own, but I want to play with it so bad that I just want to create a look with it today. So, but I'll show you what colors I use out of it, but we're just going to go off and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, so we are back, and what do you guys think of the finished look? I'm feeling summery, blue, mermaid, 80s, retro. I'm feeling a little bit of everything. So I did try the Natasha Denona palette, but I only did 3 shades. So I did the Fentimane, and I did Flip as a liner just around my lash line. And then I did Snow Cone, just impressed it over top of the Fentimane. And then I took a little bit of bronzer and just did a little bit in my crease to give a little warmth to it. And then of course mascara. Then I did my brows, and then I did this beautiful lipstick by YSL. It is in the Voluptuous line, and it is in the shade orange something, orange flipper, orange something. Okay, so to me personally, after using this foundation, because I've used this foundation for about two days or so, I really don't see the difference between the all-in-one and the Touche Eclat Le Teint Radiance Awakening Foundation. I really don't see the difference, to be honest. If I did one on one side of my face and I did one of these beside of it, to me, they're very similar. Now, if this is like the After Hours, now the After Hours is more of a matte and it's a long wear, now that would be different to this foundation. But as far as their other glowy foundations, I mean, I really prefer this one more. I do like it. It's beautiful. It's just like the other two. It's very pretty. It's got that glow to it. Did it stay on well during the day? It did okay. With a mask, it says 24-hour hydration and 24-hour comfortable wear. It's like with the mask, it didn't stay on very well. I felt like by 8 hours, you know, my skin sucks up foundation anyway, and then with the mask, it was like completely gone by the end of the day. Usually with moisture foundations with the mask, it doesn't stay anyway. That's just the way they are. But I just didn't really find it, as far as long wearing and wearing all day. I mean, it's great. Now, if I didn't have the mask on, it probably would stay on probably a good 8 hours, maybe 6. It would probably last pretty well. Not too maybe not too long, but it would stay on decently. But in my experience so far with it, with the mask and everything, it hasn't lasted very long. So if you're looking for something more long wearing, I definitely would go with the After Hours. You know, but if you're looking for something in the States and you don't live in the UK, I would just probably go with one of these personally. But I mean, you know, it is a beautiful foundation, and eventually we might get it over here. I'm not really sure. They haven't said anything about it yet, but it might be something in YSL's future that they're planning on bringing, because usually sometimes they will start overseas and then eventually they will bring it here, but we'll just have to wait and see. This one just has a little bit more fuller coverage, like the like this one. This one is a little bit more light to a medium coverage, so it just depends on coverage wise on what you're looking for. That's just my personal opinion on it. I'm sure that there's other people that probably their opinion would vary, but that's just how I feel about it. But it is a good foundation, guys. I like it. It's really pretty. My skin sucked it up though. I mean, about after I'd finished, not even doing, because I had to do another video when I was doing, before I jumped at finishing doing this one, it was gone. So, I mean, it had already evaporated in my skin. My skin ate it up. You know, that's just what happens with bronzer and blush with me. I had to keep reapplying it over and over again. I actually had to finally go over it with a little bit of the Patrick Todd just to give it a little bit more oomph. You know, but I do like it. It's really pretty. It's just very... it reminds me a little bit of the Fenty cream bronzer in the compact. It goes into the skin really well, but it just kind of evaporates into my skin. But it is really pretty. I do like it. It gives a really pretty flush. Did it last long on me? No, I still had to add a little bit. I actually took a little bit of the YSL lipstick and popped it over top of it because it just kept sinking into my skin. So, it's pretty. It's a pretty cream blush. If you're
fair to somewhat of a medium tone. You would really like it. If you're darker, I mean, it definitely would not show up on you, maybe a little bit if you wanted a barely hint of color. But I wouldn't, like, if you're darker, any darker than me, I wouldn't bother with it, because it's just not gonna show up a lot on your skin. The same thing with the bronzer, if you're any darker than me, it will not show up on your skin very well. If you do down below and you are darker than me and you use it and you love it, then please let me know. The same thing with the blush. If any of you guys use any of the Chantecaille blushes or bronzers, then let me know down below on what your thoughts are on it. But so far, I like them. They're very pretty. They're very dewy. They're very fresh, and I do like them. It's just, they just seem to, my skin is just, it sucks up stuff like that. It just sucks it into it. So I'm not really sure yet. We'll just have to keep playing with it and see. It's not a fail or anything. I just really don't know. They're beautiful. I just don't really know yet. But of course, these I've had before. The YSL, I've had these many times before in different colors. Typically with the eyeshadow look, they like this. I wanted to try something bold. I was going to add more warmth to the shadow, but I decided not to. I wanted to do a bolder shadow, but I just would normally do maybe a little bit more of a neuter look, or maybe more of a peach look with this lip, instead of more of a brighter color. But I did want to try a bright color because it's so pretty and I love it. So, and I'll definitely be using this lipstick again with maybe a different type of a look, just to give a different vibe with it, because it's such a pretty color. And it may look a little loud with this look, because I did want a little bit more of a retro crazy look, because with the Natasha Denona palette, it's, when you look at it, it screams retro. I mean, it's just a retro palette. It's meant to use it crazy wise and to have fun with it and to have fun with color. And that's what I wanted to do with this. So I kind of wanted a little bit of I don't want a Mimi look, but I wanted a really pretty blue mermaid aquamarine look. And I'll create many more blue looks with this palette and play with it and kind of get more of a better feel with it. But it is really pretty. So far so good. The pigments are beautiful, but we will do more with the Natasha Denona later. But I just want to play with it a little bit to see. But yeah, I think that's it. Nothing else to say about it. I hope you got this look. I hope you like this review. If you do, always, please like and, a thumbs up. That always helps. But anyway, I'm going to head out of here because I've did like 2 or 3 videos already. And it's getting up there and I've got to like get my clothes together and everything for tomorrow. So anyway, please be safe. Please stay strong, be strong, be proud, stand tall, and make sure most of all, be nice to people. Sometimes a little kindness can go an actual really long way. And, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for you coming in, dropping in and hanging with me. And, until next episode, take care and we will see each other again soon. So bye.